to this beautiful airport in New Zealand. We are about to take off with our beautiful 737. Everything seems well, everything seems fine and merry. Yes, everybody, everything is totally cool. No, huh? What is going on here? Why is there a train crossing our runway? Oh! Alright, that's gone very well. Let's take off anyway. Luckily, the flight simulator just ignores trains. Everybody, yes, welcome to the interesting airport of Gisborne in New Zealand. Famous for pictures like this. Yes, we see planes that wait for a steam train to pass by because it turns out that pretty much a third of runway 32 is cut off by the famous Gisborne Airport railway crossing. Why are there people rating it on Google reviews, I'm wondering? Train versus plane, who will win? Find out whether the plane chugs or the train takes the flight in the next annual battle royale. Obviously, on first glance, this seems as pretty much the dumbest idea ever. Why would you want to have trains that can cross the runway? You might think, well, isn't this a safety hazard that could become problematic in any second? Oh no, we're crashing now on the runway. Oh no, we've even lost some of our landing gear that's just collapsed, and now we're gonna be run over by a literal train. Isn't that very fun? Luckily, the train doesn't go through. Yes, as always, I've had some issues. I've been wanting to talk about this interesting Gisborne airport for a while, but most flight simulators seem to have issues with there literally being a train line that crosses a runway. This is so unlikely and never happens. It looks like this. Somewhat the train is cut off. Doesn't really work very well. In the vanilla explained, there's even a train, stopper here on the runway that I had to remove. For this video, I had to animate a train that goes through manually because the flight simulator just doesn't grasp the stupidity that goes into creating an airport literally on a train track. Now, why is that? Gisborne Airport, here we are in the middle of, North New Zealand, relatively small town that still needs an airport and still needs connection. They use ATRs and Q400s, Air New Zealand, to fly to Auckland and also Wellington, the capital city of New Zealand. This runway didn't always used to look like this, and now once again a plane has. Thank you very much, train. Also, the pictures are very broken because it just doesn't understand driving across a runway. When they built the airport for the first time, almost 100 years ago, they only had a small runway 32, and it was as long as this. Yes, it didn't have this section here behind the railway, and now it kind of seems to make sense. Obviously, this airport was faced with the issues of, having built a very small runway in a really enclosed space, because at one point you have houses here and, some trenches or whatever, and on the other side you only have a railway track, and there you go, that's what it looks like. And what is interesting is that I couldn't really find too much about Gisborne Airport itself. There's a few websites, but everybody, all the crazy and amazing pictures we see online are obviously all steam locomotives. The city train that we have in the scenery isn't very realistic. Yes, perhaps this is a little bit better. This train here that No, it doesn't really look great, this model, does it? But this works a little bit better. Obviously, no, there are not like subway daily commutes happening here on the special Palmerston Northern Gisborne line because it's been closed for quite a few years. Check this out. Most of these stops have been closed. Yes, it's true, like most railways of the past, because humans have evolved to cars. No one cares about, going on a train anymore. So yes, everybody, it's true. This railway is barely used. Only 15 times a year, you'll see a plane stop by. A plane like this one. This is a bit more of a better model, but you can see that it will stop here in the middle because once again, this is broken. Oh, now we've got a train race on the runway, and they're all crashing right through. Check this out. It's all disappearing. Now, perhaps let's go ahead and use this runway anyway. It's relatively short, by the way, as well. This isn't the only airport in the world that shares its runways with other means of transportation. We talked so much about Gibraltar Airport, an airport that I very desperately need to visit, by the way. And Gibraltar is so interesting because it shares its runway with a road. That one can be done quite easily. They have a sort of traffic stop system where probably like a rail crossing. Okay, we are overrunning in their 747. Everybody, it's not gone very well. Please just take off. Why? You've killed everyone in the town, goddammit. Now this airport has no need anymore. Jesus, that is a very sluggish airplane today. And so, well, it's very likely that nothing has ever happened, probably. Such a system of, you know, I'm pretty sure there's such a system, like if the train's having to stop in front of the runway when there's a landing, it's quite imminent. It probably isn't even the hardest thing to enforce. This isn't the most busy airport, and it isn't the most busy railway, and so there's no problem here. And, you know, this airport has the same problem that most airports have, and that is space. You know, how do we get rid of stuff that's already there to build a longer runway? And I think they've very much succeeded at that. Now, I just want to land my 747 Dreamlifter here. Let's just hope that there is no train that stops by. Train! Oh, actually, we missed it. I didn't want to miss it, actually. All right, let's go ahead and now stop with our pretty short runway. Yes, yeah, we're definitely not in luck today. Oh, never mind. Luckily, there is a safety EMS bed here. Well, not in real life. I just built it here. You know, the thing that stops you. It's like cookie dough. Good. So this is the story of Gisborne Airport. There's not too much to talk about. I guess at one point, it will be good to travel to this place and see what it's like to take a train ride across an actual runway. So I think you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night.